What do you imagine when I say the word misogynist? Most likely a man perhaps telling a woman that she should be in the kitchen or that she isn't supposed to go to school. But that isn't what I was imagining. The misogynist in my mind is a woman. The misogynist that I'm thinking of gets away with misogyny because she's a woman herself. You're probably surprised, and that's because we often forget something very important. Not all misogynists are men. In fact, it can be argued that most of the misogyny still engraved in our societies today is because of women. Women who not only conform to, but also encourage sexist ideology. Let me tell you something terrible these women do. 200 million women around the world live with the consequences of FGM. FGM is the cutting of a woman's private parts for non-medical reasons. It's a tradition that's supposed to stop women from cheating on their husbands by permanently making it painful for a woman to be physically intimate. The procedure is so painful that many women don't survive it. And it's so uncomfortable that it even makes us uncomfortable when we hear it. Yet, this isn't even the most disturbing part. The most horrifying thing about FGM is that men don't have to enforce it. Oftentimes, it's mothers and grandmothers who make their young daughters go through this disgusting procedure. Isn't this misogyny? Aren't these women misogynists? FGM might have been over decades ago if these women stood up for themselves and for one another. Yet they didn't. FGM still exists to this day because of women like these. So why do we ignore them? Why do we ignore these female misogynists? Because their existence is that unbelievable. It's so unbelievable, we'd rather not believe it than accept it. We'd rather not believe that female misogynists exist because it's easier. We'd rather not talk about FGM because it's an uncomfortable topic. But is this really the right thing? The right thing doesn't have to be campaigning or raising awareness. Just remembering. Remember that female misogynists do exist and don't just demonize men. Remember the horrors of FGM and the disgusting women who cause them. And most importantly, remember that not all misogynists are men, and continue to remember.